welcome. My name is Amanda. I'm from Move the Mountains, and I'm going to bring you a little bit of Bible journaling inspiration today, so thank you for joining me. I recently posted something on Instagram in my stories, and I had a whole bunch of people reach out to me about how to create this specific piece of art, and I'm really excited to share with you because it's pretty much the easiest thing ever. It's pretty much the easiest thing ever. I'm just going to leave it at that. So I want to show you the piece of art that I did and create a new one with you. So what I have here, it's a verse from Job, and it says, "Where were you when the morning stars sang?" And let me show it to you guys real close. There we go. I have a particular affinity for galaxies and creation and stars, and I just really like that kind of stuff. And when I think about it and the vastness of space and the size of the sun and our privileged planet, I'm just, my mind is blown. Just like, God is so amazing. He's so big. How? The universe was created with one verse, like, let there be light, and then there was light. I'm blown away by how powerful and awesome and amazing God is. And so I always like to kind of gravitate towards stuff that has a galaxy in it or talks about the stars. And so this one talks about where were you when the morning stars sang? And stars, actually, side note, have a frequency. I think most things in the universe have a frequency, except for like dead space. They have a frequency, and when you listen to the frequency of stars, it kind of sounds like a song. And so it's just really interesting to think about that stars actually sing, and you can listen to their frequency. It's really neat. Anyways, so on to the video. God's amazing, right? And so I want to show you guys how I created this piece of art, because it's cake. It's like eating cake. It's not like making cake, because let's be honest, cake can be hard to make, guys. It's like eating cake. Okay, thanks. Guys, so I'm really excited to teach you how to do this. Now, the lettering portion, it's just like an idea that came out of my head. I letter all the time, and so right now I'm actually working on a scripture lettering course. So this was just like kind of what I've done before, and so that came out of my head. But what people are so curious about are these, and they're like, what kind of paints did you use for that? Well, let me show you exactly what I used for those. All right, if you've done art with gel pens before, you might know uniball pens, okay? And so this is a uniball pen, and this is a uniball pen. This one's silver, and this one's gold, okay? And my silver, it looks like it's kind of running out. We'll see how much we have left. But my silver and gold uniball pen. And then I also used this metallic marker, which didn't bleed through. This is from the Recollections brand, which is the Michael's brand. And so this has got a little bit of a different tip. It's not a gel pen, it's a marker. And so I've used this before in my journaling Bible, and I know that it doesn't bleed through. Many markers do. Please don't use markers in your journaling Bible without testing them. So, and I've only tested this one color, and so there might be colors that do bleed through. So you've got to test them yourself. That's my disclaimer about markers. Now, I want to show you guys how I did this. And I've got many journaling Bibles, because what I do is sell journaling Bibles and personalized journaling Bibles. So I'm just going to go ahead. Oop, didn't mean to bump you. I'm going to place it right there and show you what I did. Now, which one did I start with? I think I started with gold. All I'm going to do is go back and forth and kind of go to one side and then pull. Oops, it would help if I did this. So this dries very quickly, okay? So I'm just at an angle here, and then I'm going to go down, and then I'm going to pull. And pulling it gives you that dragging look, okay? So pull. Oh, golly, pull. Hold your page, guys. Hold your page. And so let me do one more. off to the side here. And you can lay down extra if you want to try to pull more. There we go, that one is a little bit thicker and easier. Then my finger just gets kind of metallic-y. That's not a big deal. So then I set in with the silver, and I try to just connect it together, right? And do the same angle, same idea. Pull, pull, pull. I put a little bit more ink down that time so it worked a little better. Pull, 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 pull. And you can see that it's giving me this, I kind of want to call it a shooting star effect, because that's what I felt like it was when I first did it. But it's all this is smudging, guys. On a retreat, I just took a women's retreat I went to this spring. There was an art teacher there, and she had some uniball pens and just like a regular journal. And she was doing the smudging stuff with a white uniball pen, and I went, oh, that is so neat. And so the other day, it was last week, I had my boys outside, and I needed something easy to do with a journaling Bible in my lap. Because I was just sitting outside on the concrete, and so I couldn't really do anything fancy. I certainly couldn't paint. And so I was like, okay, I'm just going to bring these and play with them. And this is what ended up coming out of it, and it turned out so wonderful. I'm so pleased with it. There we go. Okay. To me, they kind of look like shooting stars. I'm not sure what they look like to you, but that's what they look like to me. And so I did the top like that. Gonna go ahead and do the bottom. Try to lay on a little bit more thickness there. A little thickness in the ink again, so it's got more to pull. I just think it's so fun. And uniball pens come in all sorts of colors. I was able to smudge the white in this one, but it just didn't end up showing up because it was against a cream background. And so I imagine, don't quote me on this, I imagine you could do this for any color of uniball pen except for the white. You could totally do this like with a pink one, probably, with a blue one, you know, whatever colors you wanted to smudge. And so you don't have to be artistic to do this. You just have to be willing to kind of play with it. And so I'm going to do one back here. So I just smudged. As you can see, it's a very challenging technique. You have to practice it for many, many years. You know, it's something that's really, really easy. And so I kind of wanted, again, I wanted something that looked like stars, because I'm a fan of the galaxy. You know, I like the galaxy that God made. I think it's pretty neat. So I wanted something that kind of looked like stars and was fun, and so that was what I did there. And it was super easy. What did that take? That took less than 5 minutes. And so then you can get to the lettering part. And so if you read, this is chapter 38 of Job, and it says, this is God talking to Job. Where were you when I laid the foundations of the earth? Tell me if you have understanding. Who determines its measurements? Surely you know. Or who stretched the line upon it? I imagine that's probably time. On what were its bases sunk? Or who laid its cornerstone? When the morning stars sang together and all the sons of God shouted for joy. And so anyways, just because I was going for like a galaxy star thing, I went ahead, and I don't even know how I happened upon this. I think I was just flipping around in my Bible. I think what I ended up doing, I was looking in the Psalms for like some sort of spacey thing I could go off of, and I ended up back in Job. And so it was just a lot. It just all came together, just like the Lord had ordained it. So I just copy this, and I like to do full calligraphy. That's my gig. You can do real calligraphy if that's what you like. that is that. See how easy that was, guys? And let's look at the back of our page. No bleed through. There's shadowing. And I pushed pretty firmly so you can kind of see where I pushed firm on the page. I usually put a sheet behind here. I just forgot. So there's no bleeding. And even this isn't that dark. The lettering's a little dark, but that's pretty typical with Micron pen or any black pen for that matter. But there you go, guys. That's how you do that. I hope you enjoyed this. Again, my tools were uniball metallic pens and a bronze pen from the Recollection brand from Michaels. That's the Michaels brand. This is a marker. The tip is medium. Hope that helps. And you just smudge it. And so I want to see what you guys do. Play with the colors. Tag me on Instagram at Move the Mountains. Show me your smudges. Don't tag that. Tag Who Did Tuesdays to Create or Move the Mountains. But I want to see your smudges. And then be careful with this finger. Afterwards, you can kind of smear it a little bit on yourself or you might accidentally eat it. But that was a lot of fun. Thank you guys for joining me. It was super easy. And I hope you guys have a fun time meditating on Job and just how amazing God is. And did you know that more than 1 million Earths fit in the sun? Fun fact, it's true. Uranus is actually on its side. Yep, that's pretty cool. And, oh, the moon. We always see the same side of the moon. The moon doesn't actually rotate its other side against us. We always see one side of the moon, even during the different phases. So I don't know what the other side of the moon looks like. I just know what one side looks like. It's pretty cool. All right, enjoy learning about space because God is amazing. Much love, guys.